Here's your message. Don't send that text. Don't send it. Don't do it. It's that, you know, that text message that it's going to be like, 5 to 10 paragraphs long, and you're just going to let them know how you feel, and you're going to lay it all out on the table, and the hopes are that they're going to feel bad, or they're going to respond. You'll actually get something that makes sense out of them. That text, don't send it. We're going to do a collective reading. That's the message I got. So don't force it to fit. You can email me if you want to book a personal. My email address is on my TikTok page right under the profile picture, and we can set something up. But yeah, that's what I got. Don't send it, because you're dealing with someone who's just emotionally disconnected. They are not going to take it in the way you mean it. They're not gonna, they may read it, but they're not gonna read it. They're not gonna comprehend it. It's not gonna affect them. If this is your reading, you're gonna be sending a message that they may even skim over. Some of it may show red and they'll just skim over it, but you're not gonna get the response that you're looking for, and it's actually gonna make you feel worse. That's what I'm getting. This resonates for you. You're dealing with someone toxic who, if anything, all that text message or email, however you do it, is going to boost their ego. So they're going to sit back and enjoy you putting all this work in to try to get your point across just that one last time, right? It's that one text that you feel like you have to say. And some of you, I just got closure. Some of you might think, okay, well, this is going to be my closure text, and they're not going to give it to you. This is your reading. That person's not going to give you closure out of this. They're not going to. This is someone who wants to see you, for all intents and purposes, chase them. Keep scraping at ideas of how you can get to them. You see this person's like you're trying to get through to them, and it's actually going to backfire on you, on your heart. You're dealing with an energy here that doesn't care and will only take that gesture as you still pining for them, you still wanting them, and they look at it from an ego point of view. The Hierophant, like, this is your spirit team speaking here, guys. That meant don't send it. I feel like whoever you are, there's so much bottled up inside of you, and I get it. If you have to write it down and then burn it safely and give it back to the universe. Take those feelings and process through them, read what you wrote, and then burn it and give it to the universe to deal with this person. But you sending it directly to them is only going to backfire. Out of the only card upright so far is the Hierophant. Everything else is in reverse, backfire. It's going to work opposite. It's going to have the opposite effect, and I feel like whoever you are, it's going to make you feel worse. What else, Spirit? This is someone who left you out in the cold, and your life's at a standstill. And I feel like you're at this point where you're just trying, you might even be trying to just get an answer from this person. Like, if you hate my guts, tell me, kind of feeling, right? Like, say something. And I feel like what Spirit wants you to see here is that this person doesn't operate on that energetic level. There's no remorse in this person's energy. This is someone who is constantly on a quest for more. We see this energy all the time, who enjoys the fact that they're in a way controlling your world, because you're here, Chariot in reverse. Your life's at a standstill, right? You've been left out in the cold, and there's part of you that just feels like, well, I could just get them to tell me the truth. Tell me you're off with someone else. Tell me you hate me. Tell me you cheated. Tell me you lied. Tell me you don't want me anymore, and then I'll go away. And this is a kind of energy who won't give you that satisfaction. They're not going to tell you to go away. They won't block you. They won't tell you that they don't want you. They want you to keep scraping. They want you to keep pining for them and trying because it boosts their ego. Well, look, I can do A, B, and C, and this person still chases after me. They can show people the text message. Look, I told you they were still chasing me. That's the kind of energy you're dealing with. That would use that text message and show it around like they are some kind of god. And look, see, I told you. Don't do it. It's not going to make you feel better, but I do believe that getting your thoughts down on paper or writing it in a journal and even burning it and just saying, okay, universe, this is how I feel and I'm giving it to you and I want you to take care of this. Because Spirit's in the building. This message is for someone, I know it. This is someone who wants you to constantly feel like you are unbalanced, like you are full of anxiety. They like that. This kind of energy is so toxic that they want you to cry. They want you to feel horrible. Misery loves company. And I see here, like, don't live with that axe just right here, like just waiting for this person to hurt you again. It's like, you know, it's constantly waiting for that one more sword in your back because you feel like you need closure or you have to get your point across. And when you're dealing with someone who doesn't care what your point is, they don't care what you think. This kind of energy doesn't care how you feel. All they want is the attention and the ego boost. And so they're just, you know, look, Ace of Cups in reverse. That message is not going to get you an Ace of Cups. It's not going to get you a confession. It's not going to get you an I'm sorry, I made a mistake, I've had an epiphany. It's not. It's going to be, you're dealing with someone who's empty and they're going to read that with an empty soul, right? They may not even read the whole thing. A lot of them don't. They'll leave you on read and not respond. And that's even worse, right? Because now you just poured your heart out and you can't even get a response. Like, sometimes you would be happy if you just got, like, fuck off. If they just told you, fuck you, I hate you. At least you got an answer. And some of these energies won't give you that. They won't even give you that. Toxic people don't want closure, because if they give you closure, that means that you're going to go off and heal and you're going to glow up and you're just going to dismiss them. And toxic people need to have lots of little admirers. Even if they treat you like shit, they want you to hang on. Your closure is what they did to you. Oh, look, the Ten of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles just fell out. This is you. This is where you're headed. If you give yourself closure, you'll have all the abundance. You'll have the glow up. The tables will turn here. And this is what they're afraid of. This is what they're trying to avoid. Oh, I love when my cards do stuff like this. Toxic people don't want this for you. They don't want you to have your abundance and to glow up and love yourself and heal and go have a beautiful life and get everything you ever wanted. The money, the job, you know, the trips, the joy. They don't want that for you, because that means they get left behind. They don't have that's one less person on the shelf they have to turn to when they need some attention, when they need something, when they want to hit you up with the what you doing to see if you'll still respond. They don't want this for you, and Spirit wants this for you. This is how you're meant to live. Full of abundance and joy and everything you want. And they're not going to give that to you. So you've got to take your closure as what they did. That is closure. This person showed you who they are. They showed you what they think about you. They've shown a lot of people, I feel like this is an energy, you're not the only victim here. They've shown a lot of people about how they feel about who they are. They want you, I said, did I not say earlier, they want you imbalanced. Temperance in reverse. This is someone who wants you to keep sitting there in a standstill, waiting for them to close the door completely. And I say, why give them that much power? You're dealing with a mere mortal here, a horrible mere mortal. Why does that person who's a piece of shit get to decide that closure is happening and the door is closed and your life is moving on? Why? That's too much power. Take your light back from that person. That person should not have so much power to stop you from going after this. They shouldn't. Some of you may be in a trauma bond. You can research online about that to get that broken, because we're dealing with someone who doesn't have their own means, right? This King of Pentacles in reverse. This is someone who just blows through resources like they grow on trees, and when they run out, they start going back to the shelf or the conveyor belt and picking, and if you heal, you won't be available, and they can't stand that. You need to take your power back from this person. You don't need their closure. You don't need shit from them. You don't. You don't need them to know how you're feeling. They know. They caused it. And they don't care. And so now you've finally got this piece of shit out of your life. Don't send that last text message. Just go heal.